First of all, you have to understand a little bit around how we as human beings respond to change. The traditional approach to doing change in projects and programs is we might do a comms plan. We'll tick the box and say we've got a communications plan. And what the communications plan often does is it just tells people what they need to do differently. Now, you might be a little bit different to me, but generally speaking, if someone tells me I've got to change, I'm not necessarily the first person to leap at that opportunity just because I've been told. And that's understanding the psychology of change and how as human beings we respond to change. So the approach that we take is actually based around some research that an organisation did called ProSci. They came up with a little mnemonic called ADKAR, and it describes the human change journey that people go through and how you can influence that human change journey. And it's a very simple 5-step process, and it talks through what we call awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement. And that's what ADKAR means. But to put that into real terms, imagine you've ever been in the situation where maybe your significant other says to you, you know, it'd be really good if you got a bit fitter, if you did a bit more exercise. So I now have awareness that actually there's maybe a change that I need to make. It's awareness that's come about by my significant other encouraging me to do that. Do I have any desire to go to the gym? Do I have any desire to change my lifestyle? Well, that's the next question for me. And actually, I won't move down a change journey until I've got to a place of desire. The desire comes from me understanding, actually, why would I want to do that? What's in it for me? And that might be, I can go and achieve some things that I always wanted to achieve if I was a bit fitter. Or it might be that we can do things together with my significant other that we couldn't do before. So I've started to understand desire, but I then need knowledge. How would I go about doing that? And that might be some educational stuff. It might be about understanding actually some information about diet or about exercise that helps me get fitter, that works for me. And then when I've got knowledge, I have to have the ability to do something different. In that context, that might be famously joining a gym, or it might be, in my case, getting a mountain bike that allows me to get out because I enjoy cycling and it builds that fitness. So I've now got the ability to do something different. And the final step is reinforcement. So my significant other might be encouraging me to do it, but equally I might have set myself some goals or some targets that incentivize me to keep with that change and to see that change through. But what that ADKAR process does is it helps us to understand, and that's a very simple example of a sort of out of work context, but it helps us to understand how as human beings we don't change just because people tell us to. We change because we've gone through a human change journey. We've gone through a process of understanding awareness, of building desire to do something different, knowing how to do something different, having the ability to do it, and then reinforcing those changes. And that's how we support the human change journey.